The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that, in a world full of sophisticated intrigue and complex relationships, this story takes us to a tense series of events where loyalty, love, and betrayal intertwine in ways no one could have predicted. Previously, Carter was always known as a devoted father, devoting all his love and care to his daughter Hope. However, unexpected signs have been revealed when he gradually turns his attention to Daphne. In recent days, Carter and Daphne have had intimate meetings not only in the form of work, but also private, close moments that make outsiders feel the obvious change. Every glance exchanged, every cautious word is like a clue that Carter is gradually forgetting his old values and starting to be fascinated in the arms of temptation. This move is not just a new love affair, but also a turning point that marks the decline of a family relationship built on trust and loyalty. While Carter gradually falls into the arms of his new feelings, another plot is secretly being hatched by Daphne and Steffy. They have meticulously planned, from private meetings to exchanging secrets through coded messages. This plan is not simply to share power, but also to achieve ambitious personal goals. To celebrate the progress of the plan, Daphne and Steffy decide to hold a private celebration where only those invited will have the opportunity to witness their expensive cooperation. That night, under the dim lights and the tense atmosphere, they raise their glasses together as an affirmation that they're getting closer to their common goal of a new dominance in this complicated relationship of power and love. Unfortunately, the secret of the celebration could not be hidden forever when Brooke, who had always trusted and loved Ridge, suddenly appeared. While she went to find Ridge, Brooke accidentally caught sight of an unbelievable scene. Ridge, Steffy, and Daphne raised their glasses together, as if to celebrate a secret connection that she was completely unaware of. The scene ignited the anger in Brooke's heart. The betrayal came not only from Carter, whom she trusted to protect her daughter, but also from Steffy, who dared to act coldly behind their backs. Brooke's anger was not only personal, but also the loss of trust of a family that was full of love. After witnessing the chaos, Brooke quickly returned to confront Carter. During the tense conversation, Brooke not only poured out all her pain, but also expressed her anger at the betrayal. Not only did Carter turn his back on his daughter, but Steffy also dared to act behind their backs. Sharp words and sighs of disappointment filled the air. From that conversation, an elaborate revenge plan began to form between the two, to punish those who had hurt them so deeply and unforgivably. In Carter's mind, the fragments of trust and love began to shatter as he discovered that all he felt, considered to be true love for Daphne, was just a lie. Daphne, whom he once believed to be sincere and close, had toyed with his heart, turning sweet words into haunting tricks. This truth was like a heavy shock, leaving Carter paralyzed and filled with uncontrollable anger. His mind, which had once dreamed and hoped for love, was now empty of betrayal and resentment. Without hesitation, Carter decides that revenge must be carried out fiercely and ruthlessly. With his calm demeanor intact, Carter secretly plans a special business trip in which he invites Daphne to join him with the sole purpose of manipulating and preparing for the decisive blow. Throughout the trip, every detail is meticulously planned by Carter. Every stop, every remote stretch of jungle where he plans to end Daphne's life. Under the guise of a normal business trip, Carter's dark plan for revenge gradually emerges. Before the final blow occurs, Carter forces Daphne to take a crucial action. She must call Steffy and inform her that she is leaving town. This call is not only intended to deceive Steffy, but also to create a cover for the upcoming brutal act. Steffy, in her initial trust in her relationship with Daphne, has no doubt that this is just the final lie. As night falls over the desolate forest, Carter prepares for his final act. The cold stabs are drawn with meticulous calculation, like the strokes of a dark artist completing a tragic painting of revenge. Each stab carries not only the pain of a lost life, but also a declaration that betrayal will always be costly. Carter's murder is not only an act of personal revenge, but also the end of a dark chapter in his life, where trust and love are brutally betrayed. After Daphne is killed, no one knows that she has left this life. Steffy, as warned by the phone call, has not yet realized that her companion is no longer there. The silence of the forest, combined with the coldness of the stabs, paints a tragic picture of Carter's revenge not only for one person, but for all those who have hurt him and his family. So, is Carter's brutal act truly a just revenge? Does killing Daphne wipe away all the hurt and betrayal, or does it just open up a new chain of tragedies? In the world of the bold and the beautiful, where every action has consequences, this question becomes even more complicated and controversial. The truth is, when love is betrayed and trust is betrayed, revenge sometimes only brings a fleeting sense of false justice, but cannot heal the deep wounds in the human soul. This story of the bold and the beautiful has taken us on an emotional journey from trust and love to betrayal and revenge. Carter, once a devoted father, is now a figure of pain and anger, as his emotions are turned upside down by ruthless schemes. Each character is complex, and while their actions may be condemned or sympathized with, the story raises profound questions about the line between justice and cruelty, between love and betrayal. And while Carter's actions may shock audiences, they also remind us that revenge does not always bring relief from emotional wounds. As Forrester Creations is engulfed in power struggles and elaborate plots, fans of the show are reminded of Thomas Forrester, a character who is not only powerful, but also always ready to stand up for the underdog. It can be said that Thomas Forrester will be the hero that Hope needs when her life is gradually falling apart in the midst of endless battles. Fans of the bold and the beautiful always remember Thomas Forrester with pride and admiration for his steadfast contributions to his family as well as to the company. Thomas is not only a symbol of strength, but also someone who has always supported Hope from the beginning, helping her stand firm in the face of many storms. His history with Hope is a testament to his loyalty and inner strength, creating a relationship that many viewers cherish and expect to continue to explore on screen. As Hope's life spirals into crisis, as everything around her falls apart, Thomas Forrester may be the lifeline she desperately needs. As internal conspiracies and complex relationships unravel, Hope's life is not only at risk of losing her career, but also facing fierce conflicts within Forrester Creations. Just needing a breath of security and trust from someone she trusts, Thomas is the perfect choice who can help her overcome the events and rebuild her life. No one could have expected that just after the internal coup ended, Steffy, a character who has always stood out for her strong decisions, could make the decision to fire Hope. As the power within Forrester Creations changes according to new rules, the instability of Hope's position becomes more apparent. This not only puts her at risk of unemployment, but also reflects a system where power is always a double-edged sword. This threat further highlights the importance of Thomas Forrester's return, who can help Hope maintain her position in the company. It is no coincidence that Thomas Forrester is always remembered as a strong man, not only in his work, but also in the way he treats his loved ones. Thomas's long history of supporting Hope is a testament to his loyalty and unwavering faith. He always believes that, no matter how much the world around him changes, the love and support of someone as close as him will be a great source of encouragement for Hope, helping her stand firm in difficult times. If the collapse of the world around Hope becomes a reality, then Thomas Forrester's return will act as a true lifeline. In a context where power is shaken and betrayal suddenly appears from unexpected corners, only someone with heart and determination can help Hope find the right path again. Thomas, with his experience and strength, is not only able to help her through the crisis, but also holds the key to opening a new, hopeful chapter in her life. While Thomas is gradually emerging as a hero, Brooke and Daphne are not left out of the game. They have called upon the good angels to act on behalf of Carter, a conflicted but equally important character in the plot. This intervention marks a turning point when everything begins to change, creating a new landscape where power and loyalty are redefined. The connection between Brooke, Daphne, and Carter has shaken old relationships, paving the way for Thomas to hold a more important position in the internal kingdom of Forrester Creations. Not only are there external power struggles, the inner lives of the characters are becoming more complex than ever. Taylor, with her insight into human nature, always believes in the inherent goodness of Carter. As such, the current storyline begins to portray Hope as a villain who not only manipulates Carter, but also gradually victimizes him through his poor decisions. The writers of The Bold and the Beautiful have cleverly set the stage for Hope's downfall by never giving up control of Forrester Creations, even though this makes it easier for her to assert her power, especially over Steffy. The contrast between Taylor's trust in Carter and Hope's manipulations creates a deep internal conflict that makes the plot even more tense and dramatic. While some viewers love the Thope couple and some don't, the appeal of Thomas Forrester's return is undeniable. When everything around Hope is on the brink of collapse, she is likely to be unemployed and lose her position at Forrester Creations. Thomas's timely appearance is like a glimmer of light in the dark. Not only does it help her regain her faith in herself, Thomas can also play a key role in restoring HFTF and getting Hope's work back on track. His return is not only a plot twist, but also opens up the opportunity for her to rebuild her life from the pieces, bringing Hope back to the person she truly needs. Thus, The Bold and the Beautiful constantly brings the audience dramatic and surprising details. The return of Thomas Forrester not only promises to bring about a major change in the power dynamics of Forrester Creations, but also to help Hope overcome the dark plots lurking around her. While the internal conflicts and plots of characters like Carter, Taylor, and Hope themselves paint a complex picture, only truth, loyalty, and strength from people like Thomas can help heal the wounds and build a brighter future for all.